part of the HyperX Podcast Network.
Hang on. My coffee's ready. I'll be right back. Just sit tight.
Okay.
All right, is he gone? How's it going, gamers? I'm Chunk Dunkler. I've bought every video game I've ever seen. You want to talk about video games? Let's talk about video games. It's what I do. Who are you?
I'm Ray, Chunk.
Cool. I'm Alex's roommate. I've kind of been living in the walls for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Let me tell you about some of my favorite games. You ever heard of Spike McFang?
Yeah.
Fucker's not even Irish.
No.
Right?
No, he's like Lithuanian or something.
Hey, you want to fight in Killer Instinct? Catch me outside the Challenge Center off Route 19.
Challenge Center?
I'll be there. They got laser tag and a pizza.
I see.
All right.
Not like the Challenge Butter Center, like, like a stadium would be sponsored by Challenge Butter. It's not that?
The only sponsors here are Electronic Sports.
Oh, I see.
I got wicked mad prize money.
How big is your pot?
It's like 5 feet.
No, the amount of money in the pot, John.
I've competed in every single event that's been held in my town since, I want to say, the beginning of time.
Okay, does that include parades?
Video game parades, yes.
Yeah, okay. You said town events.
That's right. Yeah, I drive the breakout float, the parade float,
okay.
Which kind of sucks because basically I'm bouncing back and forth across the street, taking out pedestrians. But guess what? High score, motherfucker.
Was breakout invented in your town?
Yeah, you better believe it. Breakout, West Virginia.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Are you next to Pac-Man, Ohio?
Yes.
What else do you compete in there, Chunk?
Catch me at the Retro Game Fest in Gallagher, Missouri.
All right. So what? I guess that's why you play a lot of Killer Instinct, yeah, because it's a retro game. So
I also do a lot of disc golf and inline skating.
Okay, yeah, that's also very competitive.
Yeah, I am competitive.
Do you do any like roller derby? Does that include?
How high can you jump? How high can you jump? I can jump higher.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see what you got. Come on. Get up there. Pathetic.
Yeah, well, I've been out of shape lately.
All right, check this shit out.
What in the... Why is there a fucking hole in my roof? What's going on here?
Hi.
Hi, I got my coffee. How you doing? Can we start? Are we good?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right. Did we do the countdown?
Just having a conversation with the air. That's all.
Weirdo. Folks, welcome to No More Whoppers. I'm Alex Fraioli, soda streamer, and joining me, as always, Father of the Week, Ray Barnholt.
Hi, thank you. The rare Alex intro.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm okay. Alex, I'm coming to you from the 2022 Heat Dome here in California.
Oh, no.
It was a breezy high of 108 today in San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming down. It's actually trending down, believe it or not.
Good. Yes, it's slowly, slightly getting a little bit cooler here as well, which is bearable.
I did go out today. It was only 99 degrees, so
oh god,
things are looking good here. Yeah, how's the temps in your neck of the woods?
Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions.
Fine, fun, food, folks, and fun. They're great.
Yeah.
It's still hot, still humid. It's going to be like this probably till the end of the month.
Okay.
That's just how we do.
For a split second, I thought you said till the end of time, and I was about to agree with you. Yeah.
Yes, I have moved to the sun.
They do call Japan the land of the rising
sun.
Constantly still up sun.
They're passing a motion to remove rising from that nickname.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking hot.
Just sun.
Land of the sun.
We got sun.
I did not move to the sun. I did move to a new place. I'll get to that later.
Nice. Are you in it?
No.
Okay.
Well, hang on. Let me back it up. Metaphorically, I am in it to win it. But I'm not. We're not yet in the new place.
Astrally, you're in there.
Yes. We got the keys yesterday. So what I'm doing is on my way. The place is like a block away from the bar. So on my way to work every day, I'm just going to put a box in my bicycle basket and drop it off and then go to work.
God damn.
That's a nice thing. We're doing the slow move because we got We're recording this. I'm going to date this. Who cares? We're recording this on September 9th. I got the keys yesterday on the 8th. We don't have to be out of this place until the 30th. So it is a nice, slow, leisurely move.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it. Love it a lot.
It's great.
And the 9th. Happy birthday, Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Except maybe that doesn't count if you live in Japan.
No.
Who cares?
No. Who does care?
We'll talk a lot about Japan a bit later.
Yes.
But speaking of keys,
I want
to follow up on some keys I got.
Do it.
How we were buying a car, and we did in fact get and receive and have fun with that Mustang Mach-E.
The Mach-E Ito?
Just Mach-E.
Oh.
And it's been serving us well. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a fun little, not little, excuse me. It is a crossover SUV. It's actually the biggest car we've ever owned, relatively to all our other ones. But yeah, it's nice. I've never really driven an electric car before, so this was a new experience for me.
Yeah.
Modern electric cars all now pretty much have really fast acceleration, right? Like they can launch off a dime as well as turn on them. Seems
like a waste of money, but all right.
But yeah, it's like it really does drive like a video game car. And I don't mean like Gran Turismo. I mean like an open world game where vehicles aren't really the focus, but you can like drive a motor scooter up a steep hill, especially if you take it at a diagonal, that kind of and it still goes pretty steady up the hill, like that kind of acceleration.
Good. Nice, cool.
So it has that cool feel to it. And yeah, it's a slick little car. Again, not little, Ray. Hello. God. Anyway, it's
just
cool.
Wait a minute. Does Gran Turismo just mean big tourism?
Grand Tour.
Oh, what's their word for tourism then? When I say there, I mean the language of the car people.
Torino.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That's okay. So wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Was it El Torino?
What, the movie?
That was El Camino. Doesn't Camino just mean walk? Right? Caminar, to walk? Vamos a caminar? See?
I forget exactly, but
okay.
Yeah.
Desayunar? Okay.
Now you're talking about the movie El Camino, the Breaking Bad follow-up, or
that's okay.
Gran
That's
Torino?
El Camino. That's right. There's two movies named after cars, and it's those.
Only two.
Yes. Those are the only two. Mini Daisaku does not count.
No. You sure? It could.
It doesn't.
No, right.
It doesn't. I asked.
Okay, good. we checked with the authority. Yes.
Well, I'm glad your car exists.
Like I said, last time it was recalled. It had some problems, but the problems were under like uncommon conditions, like open throttle. So if you're like flooring it all the time, or repeated DC fast charging. So if you were like, taking it on a road trip every week, then you might have a recall problem where one of the connections on the battery or near the battery can like get so hot it like welds together and basically ends up shutting down all the power to the car. That was the recall.
Okay. Yeah, that seems hazardous.
But apparently the key problem in determining when it gets too hot can be fixed with firmware, and so they eventually delivered the firmware update to us over the internet. And I feel a little bit better now about the car and driving it, and it is quite nice.
Cool.
I'd recommend it, I suppose.
I'm happy for you?
Yeah. Well,
like you can't recommend it. I'm not a car driver, so you can't recommend it to me personally.
No. If at any point during your life you ever get a chance, go ahead and buy the 2022 Mustang Mach-E.
Even if it's like 30 years from now.
Yes, of course.
I love it.
Yeah, and so, like I said, it is very easy to drive. Most electric cars now have what is called one-pedal driving.
Oh, fun.
Where if you let off the gas, it'll basically just brake itself. BRA key.
What if you need to brake suddenly?
In that case, you can actually just use the real brake. But
there is a real brake.
Yes, of course.
Okay. But then wait a minute, though. What about coasting? Like, what if you want to save gas? You just want to coast for a while.
Alex,
Oh, wait. Save electricity.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What if energy. Let's say energy.
Yes.
What if you just want to coast for a while, like on the highway, like your exit's coming up, so you're just going to ease off of the pedal and just let yourself drift into the exit?
Well, then there's the rub, because these cars have regenerative braking. So when you do let off that pedal, it'll try and regenerate some energy. And it will tell you on the fancy dashboard that it gets some, let's say, because I'm so good at it, and about 90% of energy was returned since the last time you braked.
Cool.
So it's, the one pedal stuff, it's mostly good for like the stop and go, just going through town sort of stuff, not necessarily the freeway.
Okay.
You can do it on the freeway. You can do it anywhere. But when you are obviously not going to have to make an abrupt stop, it's perfectly fine. Otherwise, just use the real brake, stupid.
That's what I do.
Uh-huh.
JK, I haven't driven a car since 2008.
Right. This is our first Ford SUV, which I have not had since I was like 12.
Oh my.
We had a Ford Explorer back then. That was the Eddie Bauer edition. Dark green Ford Explorer, my favorite color. Now that was the height of fancy because, let me put this in perspective. This Mustang has some modern thing. It has a wireless phone charger in the center console. So you get fancy wireless charging. You get a giant screen in the middle with all your main controls and things. You can hook up that phone and connect your apps and everything. You got all other apps. They actually have little games on this thing. Like Ford made little silly games, I guess, when you are just sitting in a parking lot waiting for your loved one to finish shopping or whatever. You can play freaking Sudoku.
I like Sudoku.
Or different word puzzles and such.
It's Japanese for vinegar poison. It's not true. I do actually like Sudoku, though. I will play it to get to put myself to sleep sometimes at the end of the day.
And you get navigation, all that stuff. Modern things. Now, this old Ford Explorer that we had in 96 was Eddie Bauer edition. Eddie Bauer, remember that store?
Yes, it's Jack Bauer's cousin.
I guess I'll take that as a yes. Anyway.
All right. Yes, my mom used to order a lot out of the Eddie Bauer catalog.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the height
as he's known in Pittsburgh, Eddie Bauer.
Okay.
Thank you. Please continue.
Yes. And so the height of convenience in that car was like a 5-disc CD changer.
Cool.
And the CD changer was like this cartridge that you would take out of the armrest console and slot CDs in and then put back into the...
I remember doing that, yeah.
Yeah. And so it was all loaded with all of my soundtracks. Most of my music that I listened to as a kid was like movie soundtracks. So it was like Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Yes.
And the Mystery Science Theater soundtracks I got from the what is it called? Satellite Fun Club? What the hell do they call it? Yeah.
Slowly phased out for Nappletail Disc 1, Nappletail Disc 2, and the rest.
Oh, don't be silly. By then, I would have had my Rio MP3 player, and I would have already had my Nappletail songs on there.
That's right.
But yeah, that was just thinking back. Last time had a fancy Ford vehicle, and here we are again.
Space Channel 5, you got Space... There's a lot of Space Channel 5 discs. You got Space Channel 5.5, You Cannot Chew. I got nothing.
Someone will get it. Someone will appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
So that's the car. Of course, it is nice and also spacious enough to fit the baby seat.
Cool.
Baby fits great. That's all I got.
Baby fits great.
Yeah. And it had, it's connected to an app. You can use your phone as a key, which means you can open the doors remotely. You can start it remotely, which is also good, especially here in the heat dome, because once you start it, it'll start up the AC. And so
it seems to me, it seems dangerous for them to also allow you to drive it remotely on the phone app.
Nah, it's all good. Remember when James Bond did it?
Oh yeah. That means it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Right. That's the famous saying. If James Bond does it, it's not illegal.
Yes. That seems to be what Elon Musk lives by.
Yes.
Yeah. It does have moderate self-driving.
So moderate self-control.
Well, yeah, you can call it that too, because it's not full on Elon Musk trying to make a fucking robot or running over kids or anything. Ford has this thing called a Blue Cruise.
Okay.
You get it because the Ford logo is blue.
It's nothing to do with the Blues Clues cruise.
No.
Okay.
That's
Which
later.
I have gone on. Okay.
And that means you can do hands-free driving basically
Dangerous.
on the freeway, and not every single freeway in America, but most of the interstates and things. Well, dangerous to a point, I guess. It is. I've tried it a couple times and I'm still not accustomed to the thing where it's like I sort of hover my hands over the wheel. I'm not letting fully go or anything.
I just imagined what I would do if I was doing that, and it's hover my hands over the wheel.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody does that. And I'm sure the Tesla assholes just go take a nap. They're not touching anything.
No.
But this particular car, I guess, does really keep an eye on you, almost literally, because there's a little strip of, I think, infrared sensors right in the center of the wheel, and I guess it's looking at you, making sure you're keeping your eyes where they should be.
Wake up!
So, yeah, that's kind of weird. However, it also has, in concert with that, like, I'm sure other cars have had this before. This is new to me, but like a more intelligent cruise control where you can like set the spacing between the car in front of you so that it'll maintain the speed as best it can. It'll slow down if something gets in front of you or something comes up too close in front of you, but still maintain the speed you set in cruise control if they go away. So. If you have enough distance.
Truly an intelligent vehicle.
Yeah, boy. Anyway, I just thought it was neat.
This works.
It is neat.
It'll be helpful when we do some airport trips toward the end of the month, next month, as we...
Oh, yeah, you got to drive the kid to the airport.
No.
Oh.
Grandma and Grandpa are going to go back to Vietnam, and then my mom, other grandma, is going to go on a week-long trip to Vermont with my niece.
Sure.
So Grandma always wanted to see the fall colors in Vermont.
Lights. Oh, yeah.
So she's doing a little dream vacation there. That'll be nice.
Cool. Get some Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they sell it everywhere, though.
Get that chubby hubby. Okay.
I don't know. Are there any exclusive flavors you can only get in Vermont or something?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because I think if you go to the Ben and Jerry's headquarters, they've got a whole bunch of crazy flavors. I don't know.
Okay. They have 31 flavors.
No, you're thinking of Baskin Robbins, or as my grandfather called them, bastards and robbers. Because he thought they were very overpriced.
Oh, okay. Thought they did him extra wrong at some point.
No. No. Yeah, I every once in a while, Japan gets a pop-up Ben and Jerry's shop, and it's always the same three basic-ass flavors. And it's like, these are not a good representation of what Ben and Jerry's is. It's like cookies and cream, fudge brownie, and something else. And it's like, this is just, these are regular flavors. Like Ben and Jerry's got the kooky, wacky, great ones. Where are they?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Japan hasn't really heard of Jerry Garcia, so they won't get Cherry Garcia. They won't understand.
I have been to plenty of cafes and bars run by old hippies who play Grateful Dead records.
All right. I was just trying to do a bit.
All right. Well,
fine.
Good work.
Okay. How about Stephen Colbert? They don't have the
Ramble on Ray.
They don't have the Stephen Colbert ice cream.
They don't. No, they don't. They're not familiar with Colbert-san, so to speak.
You don't have to add that.
No. Oh,
no.
Okay.
That's okay.
Oh, geez. All right.
I heard something though that like Ben and Jerry's only uses milk like from Vermont, or everything they use is local.
That seems like a stretch.
Well, it was something like that. Yeah, like they really want to support the local economy, so
I'm sure they do.
They only make sure that they use stuff that is from Vermont. So,
but it's a global brand, so like
it is.
It might be one of those deals where it's like locally sourced when available.
But true, yeah. But maybe they're also like, okay, Japan, okay, BJ Japan, whatever, you know. You suppose the subsidiary is probably called like BJ Japan KK or something. We'll let you have your Japanese milk, but you can't use it in anything fancy, okay? Just cookies and cream, the Rocky Road, whatever Alex said.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This pop-up's only here for a week anyway. So.
Yeah, there was one at Nagoya Station a couple of years ago, and my wife stopped in there a couple times a week, and it was great, and then it was gone.
Yeah. They still got Krispy Kreme over there?
Well, yeah, no, but the Krispy Kreme pop-up was, I believe, in the exact same space. There's just a pop-up space at Nagoya Station that, cycles through different things.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. Have you got a foreign business? Why am I Ocelot? Okay.
Why? That's your go-to lately.
Oh, I love Ocelot.
Ocelot voice, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Cars are made of metal.
Cars are made of metal.
And some plastic.
And some plastic. And some wool. All right. It's time for our popular recurring segment that we've done, I believe, every week since the show has started. Queen Watch Day 35,205.
Right. Yeah.
We are recording this on the morning of September 9th. Let me just check on the Queen's condition. She is A-okay. All right.
All right.
We'll keep you updated. Join
Alex,
us next time for the next Queen update.
Alex, I think you might be on a bit of a delay there.
What's going on?
Have you refreshed the page?
We'll handle it next episode. Like, we have to stick to the schedule, man.
Okay, fine. Fair
next
enough.
time.
All right.
All right, let's get into this move. We get ready for Alex's big move,
right.
the movie. Alex's big move. Everything sucks and is great all at once.
Right.
So the wife and I bought a condo. We got the place that we wanted, which is great.
Yes. When we talked about.
Yes, despite the building being ancient.
Yeah, despite all your roadblocks.
Ray, do you remember... when I moved into when I opened the bar and I was stuck on shitty internet for 7 years because the building is so old.
Correct.
Guess what is the deal with the apartment? It's absolutely that.
That is that. Exactly the same that, or
it's the same. So here's the deal. I called up NTT.
Now wait, hold on.
What's up?
Were you aware of this in the, exploratory process in, when you first were into this apartment?
No. Because I went in the first time we were shown the apartment. The only internet thing I saw was on the wall. There's a little box that just, I think it said tell line.
Okay.
And the guy is like, that's the internet access hatch. And I'm like, okay, so the place is at least outfit for some internet. Okay. And then at the initial, we went to go pay the Tetsugekin, or the down payment on the down payment.
Great. Yeah.
And it was during that meeting that I asked the woman from the company who was selling the unit, what's the internet situation?
Uh-huh.
And she said, well, it can accept, it's got lines for KDDI and NTT. And I said, that's dynamite, but what kind of connection?
Yeah.
And she says, I don't know.
Yeah.
She is saying this with a pile of documents in front of her that contains at least 5 different floor plans. And I'm like, can you please look it up? And so she digs out the floor plans, and we're looking at them. There's nothing about the internet labeled on any of these floor plans.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so.
So
it's not something that comes up here either.
Yeah. So she calls up somebody at her company. She says, hi, I'm at the meeting now. We're selling this unit. Can you give me information on what the internet connection is for this property?
Uh-huh.
And she's on the phone with someone for a few minutes, and she's like, naruhodo, arigatou gozaimasu. And then she hangs up, and then she just looks at me and smiles and goes, yes, it's confirmed. There is internet. I'm like, great. So you're still not quite hearing me. I think Japan seems to be laboring under the delusion that there's just one kind of internet connection. I don't know what's going on.
It's high-speed internet.
Until last month, my wife didn't even know that you have to pay an ISP. She thought internet was just a free service that everybody gets.
Wow.
Yes.
No.
Because she's never had to deal with it.
Oh, boy, these kids today. Oh, wait, your wife's older than you.
She's a year older. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to trust that this place can accept internet. And so then the next week, I call NTT to discuss the changeover. I say, hi, I'm Alex. I'm moving. I'd like to transfer. Yes, I'm moving. Don't have a drop of that.
We will next time.
I'd like to transfer my service from this old address to the new address. The old address, I have NTT Fletz Hikari Hayabusa, which is it's like one. Yeah, it's 1 gig up and down. It's very good.
It's like a fighting game roster.
Yeah, it is. And I tell the nice lady, I'd like to, here's the old address, here's the new address. Can you send someone over later this month to switch them over? And she says, sure, let me just pull up the blueprints, the floor plan for the new building, and then we can get you set up with,
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
It's our SpaghettiOs plan.
Oh, if only. And I say, what's the uh-oh? She goes, well, it seems this building is equipped with VDSL. And I say, okay, what's VDSL? I'll bite. What the fuck is VDSL? And she says, VDSL is an internet line. It's an internet connection that uses the phone lines
from the Victorian era.
From the yes. Oh, really trying to upgrade to EDSL. She says it's a internet line that uses the phone lines in old buildings that don't want to do construction to install high-speed internet.
Wow, that's pretty specialized.
Yeah. It's called VDSL. And later on, I looked it up. I was very curious what the V stands for in VDSL. Turns out it stands for. Very high speed.
No,
it was named in 2006, and it's just stuck around.
That isn't even accurate for 2006.
I know.
Get fucked.
I do get angry a lot. It's she said it's 100 megs up and down. And then,
at least it's symmetrical.
Yeah, but I was immediately like, okay, but there's no way in practical use it actually reaches 100, right? And she says, no, it does not.
Wow.
So here's what we're going to do. We're stuck with the VDSL for a couple of months at least.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy a sledgehammer.
We're going to try it out and see if it's passable.
We're going to buy a reel of fiber optic cable.
The only test, the real stress test is, can I stream in good quality at the same time that my wife is watching Netflix? That's the test.
Yeah. Not optimistic about the results of that test.
If we can get past that hurdle, we'll be fine. But even if not, we can call down the super lives on the 5th floor. We're going to talk. Well, here's the thing. We did call him last week, and he is 73. And we called up and said, hi, we'd like permission to do the construction to install high-speed internet on our unit. And he says, oh, no, don't worry. There's already internet in the apartment.
Right.
And we're like, yes, we know, but it's very slow. It doesn't really meet our needs. We'd like to do some construction to install high-speed internet. And he just goes, no, you're all good to go. There's internet already there for you.
No, what the fuck? Okay. No, this is no.
Sir is not really understanding / hearing us.
Now, this sounds like the same situation with your bar landlord.
Oh, yeah. In Japan, you cannot legally own a building unless you are over 70 years old. They actually, there is a quiz for building ownership in Japan, and if you accidentally prove that you know too much about the internet, you cannot legally own the building.
Right.
Yeah. So we could not get across to him the difference between slow and fast internet. So we're going to put up with it for a couple of months, and if it's just unbearable, we're going to go down to his apartment with a big bottle of sake as a gift and be like, we need to just let us put a hole in the wall.
Ah, yes.
Because the other downside there is if the building was outfit for, say, Sony Neuro, which is what we want, we could get the Sony Neuro apartment plan, which is 2,600 yen a month, which is for 2 gig, which is obscene.
Mm-hmm.
But that would require the entire building to sign off on construction, which is probably impossible. So the last ditch effort is get a home installation, like just get it run directly into the unit from the street.
Right.
And on top of that, we'd be paying double. We'd be paying $5,200 a month instead of $2,600 a month. Still not the end of the world for 2 gig, you know?
No.
But we'll see. We'll see what we can do, what we can get away with. And maybe
VDSL is adequate.
I appreciate your optimism there. I don't know.
We have to try, Ray.
It's not so much the speed, but like the consistency of the connection and how it, I mean, sure, maybe you can do 2 different types of streaming at once, but there might be a bottleneck elsewhere, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
If it's VDSL and it is based on the phone line, like that is not great to begin with.
No,
no,
it's not.
Yeah. Well, I at least wish you luck in general.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully that works out.
I hope it does. Let me talk a little bit more about this the Tetsgekin, the down payment on the down payment.
Mm-hmm.
We said, you know, flashback a couple of weeks. Backsplash. We said we'll take the unit. We love it. It's great. They said awesome. We got to have a meeting with us and the realtor and the seller where we hand over part of the down payment. And I'm like, okay, when they say hand over part of the down payment, they mean I'm going to do a bank transfer. I'm going to bring a receipt or something. And the guy's like, oh yeah, just make sure you show up on the day. You're going to need to bring $1 million yen in cash and bring your IDs, and we'll meet you at the address we give you. And I'm like, hold up. You want me to bring $1 million yen in cash
Cha-ching.
to this meeting? He says, yes, please. I say,
the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia.
that was my first response as well. My first response to him was, well, how about this? We all have, what do you call them? Bank accounts? Can I just do a bank transfer from one accredited financial institution to another?
What was the answer to that?
I'm sorry, we are unable to do bank transfers. Please understand it can't be helped. So I had to show up with a cartoon sack with a yen sign on it. No, what I actually did was the day before I went down to my bank and I just went up to the nice woman who was working there. And I said, hi, I need to withdraw a stupid amount of money to put a down payment on an apartment. And she ushers me to an iPad where I have to enter my account info. And then she says, now please wait for a call. And then my phone rings and I answer it and it's a robot reading off a 6-digit code. And then she says, please write down the code. So I write down the code.
Yeah.
Now put the code into the iPad. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. And then what that did was it raised the withdrawal cap on my account for 24 hours.
Oh, neat.
So I was able to just go to an ATM and then withdraw a comical amount of cash.
Yeah, they've probably seen more than that.
Wrap it with a rubber band like I just pulled it out of an episode of Breaking Bad, and then stuff it in my bag. And then took that to the meeting. Yeah, just real dumb, but it got done. Everything's fine. And then we yesterday we finalized the deal. Transferred all the money to the seller. The place is ours. Now we got a mortgage. 35-year mortgage. We're going to be living living rent-free at 74.
Living rent-free with a different definition of rent.
Yeah, we're never going to be living rent-free because we still have to pay, there's like maintenance fees every month, parking. Even though we don't pay for car parking, we still have to pay for bicycle parking. Ah,
yes.
That's actually one of the reasons that I don't think that unit sold was, I mean, A, the building is old, but B, there is no car parking.
Sure.
And I think anyone who's buying a 3LDK in the city is probably the kind of person who needs a car, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean, just from my surface level understanding of Japan, Seems like if you're deep enough in the city, you know, the amount of spaces for a car dwindles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we love the place.
Because,
it's great.
Yes, of course. Because then you can just walk to the station, right? So
Yes,
that's the idea, I guess.
We're close enough. That's one of the nicer things about this place is it is very convenient to other things. There's a giant supermarket and Don Quixote 1 block away.
Wow.
Yeah, so like 95% of all of our shopping can be handled next door.
God dang.
Which is great. Like something very exciting about just like, oh, it's pouring rain out, but we have to go shopping. Oh, it's next door.
I suppose that is worth fighting for better internet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, if you could make one concession, yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least you could still get on the internet.
I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, we have to get the Sony and it's $5,200 a month, but the problem is solved, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When like this is the first time in my life I've really put money into something ridiculously. I mean, the bar was ridiculously expensive, but this is even more so because I'm still only renting the bar space. This is a real estate purchase. So like when you start getting into stupid high numbers and talking about mortgages, and then you look at, oh no, internet's going to be $5,200 a month instead of $2,600 a month. It's like, who fucking cares? Just we're all going to die. I need the internet. Whatever.
Yeah, I get it.
Just spend the goddamn money.
I was in that, you know, just this year too when we moved.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I was on the sideline of that. It wasn't really my money buying the house, but yeah, it's the same situation with my wife's money and stuff. So
fun.
Yeah, like the same thing where it's like, well, we're gonna have a lot of people in here soon. Let's just get the gigabit speed.
Yeah.
Pay a little bit more. I did, however, get a nice Xfinity bundle deal for the next couple years. So
nice bundle.
I just have to keep using their modem, which has also been causing problems the last couple of days. As it turns out, I've had intermittent outages, and in fact, it did ruin our last recording. We were recording.
That's right.
What's that show we do?
We were recording episode 6 of Gold in 16 Seconds.
Right. Yeah.
Which is now available for all Golder subscribers and no one else.
No, of course not. Anyway, yeah, I went down in the middle of recording that 2 days ago, and it just kept happening. Like it started happening like a few days ago, so it was like before the heat wave, so I couldn't like blame the heat wave on it. And I was kind of going insane because it would go down, then kind of go up and stay there, but then it would go down again. And then the next time it went up, it would be even worse condition, like would be dropping packets constantly. And so, you know, you could only visit one website. And I thought it was the modem's problem. I thought maybe the modem was like freaking out or overheating. So I was trying to find ways to like disperse its heat, but it has a fan on it and the fan worked. So whatever. And then today I just finally realized that it's probably nothing with the hardware. It could also be with the cable lines, perhaps even ours in the house. And that's when I was like, ugh. Well, now we got to get someone out here. So I tried to go ahead and I scheduled someone to come out here, and they were going to come tomorrow. And then like half an hour after I did that on the live chat, I get a phone call from a gentleman from their advanced tech support, he called it. Well, yes, it did turn out that you did have outages around here, but we've already resolved it. It's been resolved, and so now we can go ahead and cancel that appointment. And I reply, I do a bit of the old Japanese teeth sucking. Yeah, mildly, not that bad. But I go, yeah, if it's all right, I would still like someone to come out and see just to be sure. The guy basically just launches into this thing where he goes into more detail, saying like, "Oh, the outages occurred yesterday, but also on September 4th, and you said that it was over the few days, and it was also occurring on September 1. So da 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 da." And I go, "Okay, I get it. Thank you. All right, yes, I see what you're trying to tell me. I will go ahead and say you can cancel the appointment." And then, yes, thank you and goodbye. It was apparently fixed, I guess. This is all today. We're still talking, aren't we? Alex, hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no. Hello, Ray, can you hear me?
You did go a little too silent. I got anxious.
Oh, yeah, I muted my mic because I was coughing.
Okay. And not just bored.
No.
Okay.
A little column A, a little column B.
Yes. Anyway.
Let me guess what the problem was. There was a mouse in the intake.
Yes.
Okay. It's very common. You see it all the time.
Good for you.
No, I guess something was just going on with the local system, you know, the transformers, the generators, the switch box. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, the connection has been staying stable. It kind of dipped a bit, but didn't fully shit its pants yet.
Here comes the dip.
Please no. Please don't. No.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not.
So that was my little escapade. I think we're okay now. We shall see. I'm still not fully convinced. But yeah.
Hey, that really sucked.
At least I'm talking to you and having
Hi.
a grand time.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
What's your No, wait.
What? No.
You're Ray.
Yeah, right. What was the question?
I'm me. Nothing.
Oh, what's your favorite?
I was gonna say, I've already forgotten. Oh, what's your favorite website? Because we're talking about the internet.
Oh, big fan of Zombocom.
Yes. Zombocom.
Just getting it
Wait
right.
a minute. Hang on. Wait. Yeah, no, I can do it. Hang on.
Welcome to Zombocom. This is Zombocom.
Uh-huh.
You can do anything at Zombocom.
All right.
All right. Cool. We did it.
I love Giuseppe. I do.
Trying to match you here.
Giuseppe.
There you go.
Okay. Wait. I love Giuseppe.
Yeah, pretty good.
Should I do both?
No,
I should not.
No,
Okay, that's better. All right. Hi, everybody.
I'm freaking out.
I am freaking out. I'm doing my Seinfeld rewatch, and I might have mentioned this to you on Discord, but pleasantly surprised. Like I'm like, I know I recognize Slippery Pete. Where have I seen Slippery Pete, the rogue electrician, before? It's
from the
Peter
Frog-
Stormare.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Frogger episode. It's Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare is, for those listening at home, Alex.
Oh,
Where might we recognize him from?
I think most people would recognize him from Big Lebowski, but he was also in those Volkswagen commercials. He's also the psychiatrist in Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Video
He's
games.
all over the place. Yeah, video games, film, television. He is a known face.
Yes, indeed.
Hang on, I'm
That
having
guy.
nose issues.
Yeah, pretty good. That's it. That's your update, Stormare. Now hold on. You did to show me another great Seinfeld thing,
Yes.
which was just that they did in fact properly subtitle Kramer's on Murphy Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurema wa Murphy Brownie?
That's the grammar.
Yes. No, you're thinking of Frasier.
No. Will you be watching Frasier subtitled in Japanese next?
No.
All right. How do you translate "Oh dear God" while
Like
falling off a
that.
stage? Okay.
I don't know.
No, while falling off a stage.
Oh.
But that's not really- okay. Yes. Not more like a shimata or something.
Shimata's more like I dropped my ice cream. I accidentally said the wrong thing in front of the girl. Not I almost injured or killed myself through an accident.
But still funny.
Sure.
All right. Shall we take a break then?
Yeah.
You feel like that? Okay.
I do.
We'll be back with more internet troubles after this. Beep. I'm gone.
泣いてばかりでも誰も助けちゃくれない我慢して笑ったら誰も気づいちゃくれない
What's that? Majestically cresting the horizon as it makes its way into port. Why, it's the brand new HyperX Armada monitors, mounts, and arms. Both the HyperX Armada 25 and 27 gaming monitors come bundled with a sturdy HyperX Armada mount and arm. If you need every split second of advantage when gaming, the Full HD Armada 25 and its 240Hz refresh rate are for you. If you like to soak in the graphical majesty of your gaming, you'll be eyeing the Quad HD Armada 27 with an 165Hz refresh rate. Set sail for HyperX.com or Amazon.com to start making your display Armada.
Take a time machine back to before the world went to hell, around the year 2000.
The 80s and 90s were so rad. The movies, the music, the TV, the games, that's what I want to talk about.
If you're cool enough.
Join us and listen to Less Than 2000, because that's all we talk about.
Adam and Chad live
Less than 2,000. Now part of the
HyperX
Podcast Network.
大きな声を上げたらうるさいって怒られて嫌になってやめたら何一つ残らない
Folks are back as No More Whoppers. I'm Ray, that's Alex.
Hi there.
Hey, let me talk about school a little bit.
You love school. Let's do it.
No, I don't, but I'm doing it anyway. Back for fall semester. Because of the baby, I explicitly only chose online classes so I can stay home. And I got to be honest, things have made an upward trend since last semester with some weird classes I didn't like. I would say I'm doing 4 classes. Maybe only one of these 4 I would call annoying.
Wait, can I guess what this class is?
Why?
Because I think it's fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it math related?
No.
Okay, I know you hate math.
No, I actually pushed math to next semester.
Is it Intro to Apes?
No, it's Intro to blank.
Psychology?
No.
Sociology?
No.
British literature?
No.
Marketing?
Yes.
Yeah! All right. Got it in one.
Yeah. Right. The professor is one of these weird guys who, first of all, speaks not unlike me in that very haltingly tries to talk and make a point at a pace somewhat like this.
Oh, no.
And he does provide recorded lectures, but there are some live classes where I cannot, in fact, put him on 1.5 or 2x speed. So I'd get to sit through that. Also just does this weird thing, and I see it the most with male teachers. Male teachers are the weirdest. I can't believe it. He has this weird way of writing where it's like an abbreviating things, shorthand. Like he'll write things, the title of things in like periods instead of spaces. It's like he's a coder or something.
Oh.
It's just like he'll write things like 130.quiz, 130 being business 130, the course code. 130.quiz.part.1.
What?
.intro.
What is going on?
It's not everything. It's just the titles of things, and they're all in shorthand, and it's what you see first when you load up the web pages and everything. It's just really weird. And most of the class, the fulcrum of this class is an online simulation type of game about a team of marketers. So it is, in fact, a group project where we all have to load up this web page with the simulation game and choose some stuff and make decisions and then do a presentation on everything after it's all done later. So,
you love presentations.
Oh, not when it's things I don't like.
Oh.
You forgot that crucial part. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, okay. What don't you like about marketing?
Learning about it.
Oh, yeah.
With a weird teacher.
Yeah.
That's about it. Now, the other classes, like I said, are fairly smooth, kind of easy, not all that restrictive. A couple of things are just like open notes on exams, that sort of deal. So I think I chose well this time. I made sure to do my research on the professors and get a sense of what their classes are like. And so,
cool.
Yeah, so far so good. But most everything does have a group project of some degree. The difference is that they're not all quite as involved or generally bad as the ones I was doing last time.
Okay.
And in fact, I have many more instances of other people stepping up to the plate and getting things organized and done. So I appreciate that as well.
Yay.
So I
Thanks
think we're
for
doing
helping
okay.
out, team.
Yeah. So I just have to hold steady until December, whatever day it is when everything ends for fall.
All you got to do is survive, man.
And then I dread spring, which is like when I said I pushed that math class off, and I do have to have more in-person classes. So there you go. In the meantime, I am still at home helping to take care of my son.
Oh, yeah. Fester.
He's gotten up to 10 pounds.
Whoa.
He's reached 10 pounds.
You talking about deadlifting?
No.
Oh.
No.
His weight.
You do train him to lift up his head. We do tummy time, which is when you just roll him on his tummy and he tends to just naturally try and lift his head up and,
See, I also do tummy time, but my kind of tummy time is I lay in bed and I play Picross on the Switch and I see how many Ferrero Rochers I can balance on my stomach before they all come tumbling down into my mouth.
Yeah, that's when he's 18 months.
Okay. Yeah, so, that's good progression.
Right, yeah. But yeah, everything's still going pretty okay. We got a nice schedule and shifts going. I gotta say, I'm quite surprised that, like, between me and my wife at least, there's been no flare-ups. We are pretty supportive of each other.
Good!
We're not freaking out.
That's how you do.
And things still do get stressful. He does keep us up at night sometimes. But for the most part, like I said before, I know what needs to be done and I do it. And I think my wife is much the same way. She has some struggles with breastfeeding, but between our dynamic, we're doing okay. We're not doing too bad.
If he's keeping you up a little bit now. But I think once he starts talking, he's going to keep you up with questions. He's going to start coming to you after you're in bed like,
Father, what is the purpose of life? What are we doing here on this earth?
Uh-huh. And then what are you going to say to that?
Dragon Quest poetry.
Father, I cannot click the book.
Shut up. God damn it.
But the Mushroom Kingdom is still a monarchy at its core.
Jesus Christ.
All right, fine.
That's the thing. I got to wait like 5 years to get all the Mario Lego sets. It's going to kill me, man.
Man.
I guess I could buy them all now, but...
You could? Stockpile them.
There's no guarantee he'd even be interested, so... We'll just wait. Yeah, too bad.
Well, keep it going. What?
We did take him out to the mall the other day.
Oh, what do you buy?
Candied apple.
Wow. He's got teeth already.
No.
Oh.
He just likes the look and feel of caramel.
Okay. Yeah, the fabric of our lives. Yeah. Oh, fun.
I was remembering a picture I made, a screen cap of The Daily Show. It's like, they made a fake cutout of a newspaper saying, the president likes the look and feel of paper.
Oh, that's right.
Just a George Bush touching a paper. God, whatever. Anyway, yeah, you went to the mall. We went shopping. It was really for Grandma and Grandpa who wanted to buy shoes.
For
Labor
Don't they
Day.
own enough?
No, apparently not.
Oh.
Apparently not. But he was pretty well behaved there as well, so we didn't have much to worry about there. Once you put him in the car and then, the car seat, the stroller, like he's pretty much out for most of the day because, he's relaxed.
As far as I know, he's only had to be ejected from one venue, and even then it was because of his controversial T-shirt. Right?
That's right. He likes to wear big dog shirts. Yeah, that's my baby update.
Yeah. Cool baby.
You mentioned Picross.
Yes.
I want to follow up on something I mentioned a while back now.
Go.
There's a Hatsune Miku Picross game, and I bit the bullet and decided to buy it because it's like cross-platform on Xbox, which means I can play it on my Windows PC and my Xbox if I want, and the saves are transferable. Like they sync and everything. I'm a gamer, and that's why.
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer.
It's a Picross game, so why not? However, this Picross game, it's all right. It has a lot of puzzles. It gets all the basic controls down. They do kind of enable you to not cheat, but I don't know. They make it easy for it to be easy. So what I mean is, you can, if you screw up a tile, you can very quickly pause and just hit reset, and then you just reset the entire thing. So basically, if you screwed up like one spot, I can just either take a note of what I've already done in the puzzle and just very quickly press start, hit reset, and then just redraw the entire thing. But then you can also just, with that tactic, you could, in fact, just fuck up the whole thing if you wanted, just blindly go everywhere. And it's so smooth and fast. Like, it just feels like you're cheating, and you kind of are, but I don't know. You have to have some self-control, I think, if you want to really enjoy it on the other level, on the level of other Picross games, is what I mean.
I have felt I'm playing through the Picross S games right now. I've picked up, like, it's weird. I'm all over the place. I think I owned like 1, 2, 3, and 6. So went to the Picross volumes 1, 2, 3, and 6. And so now I'm going back to get the ones that I missed, and I'm playing through Picross S4 right now. And something I realized about these games is I don't know if I'm just better at Picross now or if they're easier than Picross was on the DS, but like I've turned off the hints because it just makes everything too easy.
Wow. Yeah,
I don't.
Like, I've only played the first one on Switch. I still have not completed.
They're great.
Wait, and the Sega one. I have the Sega one too.
Oh, right, that's fun.
I've not completed either because, like I've said before, I kind of get easily burned out and need to take a break. I'm like the opposite of you obsessive players who devour the whole thing.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I do devour the whole thing, but then I also get burnt out, and then I won't play Picross for like 4 to 6 months, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, Picross, and I'll go right back to it.
So basically, you have more stamina. Let's say
it's like my mom's and my relation with KFC.
Okay,
I think I've talked about this. My mom and I, independent of each other, we had a conversation about this a couple years ago where we both realized we do the exact same thing with KFC, which is once a year we get a craving for KFC.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the KFC and we'll eat the KFC, and then we'll be like, oh right, it's garbage. And so we won't go for an entire year, and then once a year has passed, we're like, I could really go for some KFC, and then it just repeats.
Yeah, sure.
And I mentioned to my mom that I do that, and she's like, oh, I do the exact same thing.
Well,
right?
Maybe it's genetic.
I'd say I think my.
It's not
this. It's not. Yes, it's not the same as my relationship with Picross, because I enjoy Picross, and I think Picross is good for me.
Oh yes, it's not as greasy.
No, not nearly. Well, Picross S5 is a little, but it's I do get a little bit of the burnout where, like, all right, I'm good for the next half a year. I can play Doom. I picked up Doom on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Doom and Doom 2 were on sale for like $1 each or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I like Doom. And
I'll tell you what, they were also on sale. Speaking of Xbox, I rebought them on Xbox because, again, they are Xbox Play Anywhere, which means the saves sync up and stuff. So I got that in Doom 64 as well.
Oh yeah.
They keep dropping the price of Doom 64, especially to like $1.74 or something. And it's been
that's why I picked it up on PS4.
I got it for free on the Epic Game Store. I got it cheap on Steam. I think I only paid full price on Switch when it originally came out. So I have Doom 64 on everything now. And I guess, the classic Dooms as well. And,
I'm happy for you.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm just trying to add to the conversation.
You are.
Anyway, those are decent ports.
That's not a slight against you. That's a slight against Doom 64.
Okay. Yeah, Doom 64, not quite as great as I was hoping it would be.
You didn't play it when it came out?
No.
I rented it. I remember renting it when it came out and just being like, it just made me want to play regular Doom. Oh,
really? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very much. It's an expansion of Doom. You kind of have to have played all the previous ones to really appreciate it, I think, because it is all new levels and stuff. But it is also a lot of like, oh, behind the exit door is another big enemy, and this is like 5 levels in a row. So it's like,
wow.
You gonna be that big of an asshole this whole time, guys?
You got me again, guys.
Yeah, you got me again. Oh boy. It's kind of like that, but it's more Doom levels to play. And hey, you got the updated ports of Doom, and you can they added all those fan mods to it. They regularly add like the fan campaigns.
I haven't messed around with those because I'm not like, this is gonna sound horrible. I'm not into fan content of almost any variety.
Okay, fair enough, but it's there. I feel like in some ways,
and that's
Doom
fine.
is like the Picross of FPS.
Sure.
There's so much content to span centuries now that you could never possibly get bored if Doom's gameplay is what you really like, you know.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people. So I think
it's fine.
Yeah.
My whole deal with fan content is like, I mean, I guess I'm mostly talking about like ROM hacks and not so much like FPS, you know, original content mods and the like.
Yes. I can't wait to argue this with you.
No, this is just my personal stance, and it's like
Which sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
When a dev team works hard and makes a game, they've made a lot of deliberate. Like FF6 is a good example for me. Like Squaresoft worked hard on FF6. A lot of people worked hard, and they had a very specific vision, and they made this game, and it came out as what I consider to be a masterpiece. It's like the Mona Lisa of JRPGs to me. And when someone what?
No masterpiece is perfect. Continue.
I know that. Right?
I'm not telling you that. I'm agreeing with you. I'm adding to what you're saying. Continue. God damn it.
So when someone puts out like a mod of FF6, it's like, let me just touch up the Mona Lisa for you. Let me look. I gave her like a cool, like I put like a pin on her lapel. I gave her like a cool mustache. Like that's great. But it's
and by the end, she has a purple mohawk.
Yeah, like I like the original the way that it was, because it was a singular vision and design that the team had, and even if it was, you know, imperfect and incomplete when it came out, that's the finished product. That's what I want to remember and what I want to enjoy. Like, I don't want to watch your supercut of Star Wars Episode 4 where you insert specific scenes from different versions and you cut it up so that it's the perfect you know, like, just I want the original.
Star Wars Episode 3.
Thank you. My boogie.
Right. But now I'm going to come into the counterpoint session.
All right. Okay, go.
Where you were going to yell at me.
I still will.
I'm a gamer.
With Doom in particular, it's, I believe, a completely different situation.
Yes, you're right. You're right. It is.
They did release a source code to Doom, and Doom had been open prior to that even, and they were very encouraging of people making their own levels. And so, of course, you could, in fact, download any random WAD files and get some crappy levels back in the day. I do think things have evolved. Obviously, it's been many, many years since that game first came out. And so the community has evolved. The people who understand Doom, you know, they've evolved. They've gotten so much better at understanding how that game works, how levels should be set up. And then they get their creative spark and figure out how to make levels that feel brand new within the context of Doom. And people who really love Doom and its gameplay can find something new in that. And
I feel like when like creating content has sort of becomes the focus, then of course that's fine. Like Mario Maker is hey, guess what my favorite Wii U game is? Super Mario Maker. Guess what my favorite Switch game is? Super Mario Maker 2.
Well, what a hypocrite. No, I'm kidding.
It's just near unlimited content. It's not all great. A lot of it's garbage, but the stuff that's good is really good.
And and that is different than, you know, that's Nintendo giving you a Mario canvas, right? It's not someone forcibly hacking into Super Mario World and make, you know, whatever the hell they want.
Hold on, I'm hacking into Super Mario World.
I think the
big difference,
it's encouraging what we call in the business UGC.
Yes, UG
UG generated content. Yes.
Oh, I think maybe the distinction for me is, I mean, something with a narrative like FF6 is where I don't want any meddling. I mean, if a game is, I mean, Doom has a very light kind of story, I guess you could call it, but it's mostly just in between levels. You're just, you know, your guy is just like, I made it into the poisonarium. Uh-oh, demons. And that's that's all the text there is.
But story was never a focus. So
No.
it's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
a progression of levels. An RPG is pretty much a closed box. It has a linear story. There is an end point, and it has, like you said, people worked on it and they made their own algorithms for how you level up and stuff. And then some kid goes in, tries to revamp the entire story, changes the entire math table of the whole entire progression thing. Cause you want a hardcore challenge, you play this. And it's just like, I'm fine with what they made.
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to maybe try it with your own kind of RPG.
I'll tell you what, though, the one time I did appreciate that was I really enjoy the FF1 randomizer. I think that's really fun.
Yeah. Okay.
And one of the things they did on that project was, in addition to randomizing your ROM, they also addressed a lot of the oversights and bugs that were in the original.
Yeah.
So like spells have their intended effect. Things work properly.
I would think like a good faith ROM hack would be like agreeable bug fixes. And things that make reasonable tweaks to some stuff. Not exactly even like story. Like we don't need to add swears. We can leave the text alone. But
Final Fantasy IV uncensored.
Things that people would be like,
Golbez says fuck. Sorry.
That'd be something new to try. Yeah. And we've discussed this before. I'm fine with randomizers. I think randomizers are cool because that is a way to like, put the control back in the computer's hands.
Yes. Oh, hang on. Breaking news. We do have a clip from the upcoming FF4 uncensored project.
All right. Hit me.
Cecil, I'm your fucking brother.
All right. It's looking good. It's looking real good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, enjoy Doom.
I finished it.
Okay, but there's an add-on. There's an ad. Speaking of fan add-ons, there's a fan add-on by the creator of Doom.
Okay. Oh, shit!
You can download Sigil, which John
Frank
Romero made.
Herbert?
It's like a whole new set of levels from John Romero. Yeah.
Oh, right.
So you can download that straight from that thingamajigger. Okay. Yeah.
That's fun. I mean, really, the only reason I bought it was because it was super cheap and because it includes all the cheats.
Yeah.
And I like to do what I call a world tour, where I just turn on God mode and I play through every level casually.
Of course.
It's just fun to poke around.
What's also good is split screen co-op. You can do couch co-op.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I have played the old 360 versions with my wife before and done like death matches before with our friends, like 4-player couch death match. Yeah. She and I played through all of Doom 2. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I want to mention one thing about an RPG.
What's up? Grandia.
Are you aware there's a new Star Ocean game coming out?
No.
Okay. Next month.
Cool.
Are you... okay, I guess you're not then aware.
I tried to play Star Ocean FDR on the Switch, and I was loving it until I got to the ability system, and then I hard noped out.
Dead and loving it.
Yeah.
Well, you know how... you once told me a tale about you were playing Lunar and the character yelled Alex and you were like, whoa, what the fuck? What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lunar 1.
The hero's named after me. The hero of Star Ocean the Divine Force, coming out on October 27th, is named Raymond.
Yay!
And he has blonde hair.
Cool.
I don't know his last name. Let me check again what his last name was.
I think it is Barnholt.
Shut up. Raymond, no, it's Lawrence.
Raymond Lawrence.
Yes. Whoop-de-doo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the story brief. On a routine transport mission, Raymond Lawrence's spaceship is attacked by the Pan-Galactic Federation, and he crash lands on an underdeveloped planet. You can go ahead and start snoring, Alex. It's okay. He meets Princess Letitia, who is fighting to protect her homeland from an invading empire. Together, they set off on an adventure that will shake the foundations of the entire universe. That's our new segment, JRPG Copy.
It's great.
Yeah. And, well, I also bring this up because my wife does like the Star Ocean games. She has played the 4th and 5th ones and enjoyed them quite a bit. And so she will be getting the 6th one. and does already enjoy the fact that the hero's name is Raymond.
Fantastic.
So there you go. No more jokes.
Ever?
No.
Oh.
Not about my name.
Oh. Ever?
No, I can do this, though.
I'm Alex.
Hey! I don't like that you keep playing that goofy guy's voice.
Oh, hey. Speaking of Lunar.
Yes.
Guess what's not on the American Genesis Mini 2?
Is it Lunar? You made that too easy to guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that was inevitable.
Who cares?
That's also coming out in October. Otherwise, I'm not someone who ever really played or fell in love with Lunar when it originally came out. So to me, not a big deal.
I mean, I did, but like, it's an early '90s JRPG that I've played 100 times. It's why I don't need to play it again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people I saw getting upset about this, especially the Lunar games. And like, I'm not going to buy it now. But also just coming off with an attitude of like, people aren't going to be able to experience Lunar when they play this. And it's like, what are you hoping is happening? Like, are you expecting somebody who's never played Sega games before to suddenly be in the presence of a Genesis Mini and be like, well, I got to try everything on here? Like, no, it's for people like you.
Yeah.
Not you, Alex. The guy I'm making fun of. The guy I made up in my head.
Yeah. The Lunar fan mod forums are furious.
Oh, God. Or I mean also just, the retro gamers in general.
Yeah.
Who are just like, I can't believe it. Why would they leave this out? It's like, it's for you anyway. You already have the ROM. You already have a mister if you want to play it more accurately to begin with.
Yeah, it's just Earthbound maniacs angry that they haven't put Earthbound on their toaster yet.
Yes,
it's the exact same shit.
Yes,
it's just
I forgot about that other precious baby.
You're a super fan who already owns 12 iterations of the game. Why do you need a 13th?
People are going to be able to experience it.
Everyone who wants to experience it has experienced. No one's going to discover Earthbound now that it's on there, whatever.
What about the person at the party I'm not invited to who I'm going to tell to try to play Earthbound if you have Switch Online subscription? It's like,
it's a bizarre and childlike belief that everyone needs to know and understand the thing that I obsess over because it will validate my existence. I'm finding out that like all of my complaints and all of my problems with individuals when it comes down to personality conflict and customers in the bar or trying to understand people on the internet, I think the one unifying thread is validation.
Yes.
People want to be validated. And sometimes that requires a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah. The subconscious thing is validation. I would call it subconscious because at the moment they're just being knee jerk and like, because they're mad Sega did not do exactly what they wanted to, or Nintendo, whoever. So that said, I'm extremely pissed that they did not include Panic on this thing. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
They got Sega CD games, didn't even bother. No, it's okay.
Right.
I fully understand why that game did not make it for a couple of reasons.
Yeah. Does it have anything to do with cartoon boobs?
No, actually, I was going to say it might actually. But I was also going to say they already, when they released the PS2 version, they already replaced all of the, the save sequences of monuments being blown up.
Oh, right. With the Twin Towers. Oh,
no, all of New York got blown up in that game, actually. And this was 2002. So
wow,
they had a good reason to do that. And also by now, like the three main creators or, creative guys behind that game, like two of them are dead and they were also like show business guys. So,
okay.
Getting anybody to agree on getting that back out the door, I think, that's already happened 20 years ago. So
yeah, it's, my buddy has, just speaking of like rights of old properties, my buddy Adam is doing a podcast right now where he's trying to uncover the voice of the original Colossus in the X-Men arcade game. And he's like, so far he's talked to people at Konami who don't know. They've tried to point him in the right direction. He's talked to a lot of American voice actors who were involved in the X-Men cartoon, and other X-Men projects. And a lot of the podcast is just talking about how, like when they re-record, they had to re-record the voices for the X-Men arcade game re-release in, I want to say 2010. And I didn't realize, but I guess it's just common practice to re-record those kinds of things when you don't know who did the original lines, because you have to cover your own ass legally.
If you don't know, or you do know and don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I think, didn't that also happen with Silent Hill 2?
Yes, they didn't want to pay, I think.
Yeah.
So they redid the voices and it made people angry.
Or the original guy was being weird, which, to be fair, he's very weird.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, quick plug for Searching for Grog Season 2. It's a very interesting show that my buddy Adam is doing. Season 1 is also interesting. I have tried and failed to explain Season 1 to people. I can't do it. It's about these Adam and his brothers went on a road trip when they were kids, and they played an arcade game featuring a caveman. As a result, they started calling their brother Grog as a nickname, even though that was not the name of the game.
Right.
And the show is them trying to figure out what game it was, and they recreate the road trip, and they go on the same highway, and they visit some of the places. They even contact people who ran the entertainment centers that were there at the time and try to ask what games they had in their inventory. And it's a fascinating show. It's not like, I tried to explain it to people, and their first thing is, was it Trog? It was Trog, right? Like, stop trying to that. You're missing the points. Like, they go on Reddit in episode 1 to try to ask what it is. That's not the point of the show. It's a road trip. Just sit down, fucking enjoy yourself for once in your life, you goddamn loser. Not you. I love you.
Okay. I did know it was Trog, though.
I know. Well, they don't even know that for sure. That's just their best guess. Because there was also a caveman golf game that they played. And they're like, maybe it was the golf game.
Sure.
And they talked to the guy from Activision who made the golf game as well. Like, they interview a bunch of fun people.
Okay.
Anyway, Searching for Grog is a good show. You know what else is a good show? It's No More Whoppers. You're listening to it.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't. I have things to talk about. Ray, I did some voiceover work.
Yeah. You're voicing Raymond Lawrence.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Wait, hang on. I got his voice right here.
How's it going, pals? It's me, Raymond Lawrence. You want a shonen protagonist? That's who I am. I like girls and food. In fact, it's all I know.
Oh, God.
All right.
I can bring him up right now if you want me to.
No, that's good. I'm good. We're fine.
No, really. I can just do it again. Check it out.
Okay, fine.
Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Leave that in. I did my first actual voice acting job.
Yeah.
Which I believe was for nothing.
Okay.
I'm using this this site called Casting Club something casting
couch.
No,
Alex,
that's a different one. No,
okay,
that's
okay, all right.
It was just some brief dialogue. I made $24 for this guy's. I don't know if it was like an animatic or what, but he said I'll tell you when it's done and on YouTube, and that was like a month ago. So I don't know. Maybe he's taking his time. Who knows?
All right.
So I'll let you know if that ever sees the light of day. It was fun. It was just fun to do something exciting, something that's not voiceover, just narration for boring shit. Fun to do a character. But here's some serious shit I did do. I had a new job with Suyama, the new production company, doing recording for a promotional video for Brother.
The Mafia movie from Beat Takeshi?
Yes, they're redubbing it. They want me to do the whole goddamn film.
Wow, cool.
It's incredible. No,
that was an alright movie.
Brother, like the printer company.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's just I don't know exactly what the nature of it was, but they wanted me to do like a greeting and some basic like interstitial recordings, and also a countdown, a 10 countdown. And when I get in there and I sit down and I do all the first stuff, I do the greeting and I do some of the other recordings, and then the guy's like, all right, for the 10 countdown, can you do it like the countdown in Street Fighter?
Yeah.
and I say, oh, do you want original or super? And he goes, super, please.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't know if the countdown was a different sound than the announcer usually.
It is different.
Okay.
But it's very different.
Okay.
The differences between come on.
I'm still going to do it. Sonic boom.
Yes, exactly. Like
no,
original
I meant within Super. I just thought there was a different countdown voice than there was announcer voice. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
No, it's
that's what
10,
I was saying. I was
9,
wrong.
8, 7. Yeah. Instead of 10, 9, Japan.
Yeah. I'm aware. Yeah.
Japan. Thailand. Okay.
USSR.
Yeah, it turns out like the guy had looked me up, like when they hired me, because like my profile's on the Suyama website, which links to my website. So I guess the guy saw that I had a video game bar, so he knew that he could say that, and I would instantly understand what he was talking, which is great. Like, good for him.
Yeah, of course, good.
Because it made it an easy job. I was just in and out of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. And then this week I had. Oh wait, hang on, real quick thing about the brother job. Oh boy, I barely made any money on that job at all.
What the?
Okay. I made peanuts on that job because, as I found out from my buddy Katz, who works in advertising, big corporations can get away with paying peanuts to smaller talent agencies simply because the talent agencies are happy to have that giant corporation on their resume. And so basically I'm paying for that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't even mind saying how much I got because it's so insignificant. I got 3,400 yen for that job, which at the current exchange rate is $25. $1 more than I made for that guy's YouTube thing. It's not great.
The brother promise.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I recorded 3 words for a pachinko company and made substantially more.
Yeah.
It's high enough that it is embarrassing to say.
Well, they got all that Yakuza money.
They do. There's a lot of yak bucks, they call them.
Yeah. And I do mean from people playing Yakuza games and going into the pachinko and pachi slot parlors and spending all their in-game money on that.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear. Don't come kill me.
I mean, I will, but not for that. I am now kind of like my brain is now getting trained to be more excited when I see an obscure company in my inbox when Suyama sends me these jobs, because it means, I'm probably going to make more money than if it was like Fujifilm, who will pay me 3 yen to say, Fuji, stuff that up your nose and take a picture of it, you dingus. Yeah. Fuji, invent the style. That's a free one. You can have that for free.
All right.
Fuji, dreams for you and life. Dreams for your life.
Matsumura Fishworks.
And Okada Heavy Manufacturing Concern.
It was Tamari Bucci, Heavy Manufacturing
Fuck! Tamari Bucci!
Yep, you fucked up.
I fucked up. Can we start over?
No.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to No More Whoppers. I'm Alex, certified fresh. And joining me as always, certified fresh, Ray Barnholt.
Hey, what? Oh, God. Hi, what's up?
Hi. Moving on. Turns out you don't get money from giant corporations that have a lot of money. I did have a bizarre job earlier this week that I've never done before. I am legally not allowed to even talk to identify the client. I had to sign a 5-page NDA before we started. Here's what I can say. It was a 3D facial modeling job for an auto manufacturer.
Wow.
Yeah. I got scanned. But it was real weird. It was I had to sit in 2 different, they outfitted 2 cars with special cameras, and I had to sit in the driver's seat of these cars and just do different motions.
Wow.
Like I had to turn my head to specific angles and then hold them there. I had to do that again while holding a phone to my right ear, holding a phone to my left ear, holding a cigarette up to my mouth even.
Oh, I can tell what this is going to be used in.
What?
Safety videos or whatever.
Safety videos. Oh, the 3D modeling?
It sounds like you're doing some sort of, be careful in the car sort of.
This was for like R&D. This was for like technology that is going to be put into a car.
Okay. Well, it's adjacent then. I mean, when you do car R&D,
like I had to wear sensors on my face. I had to put like dots all over my face.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's funny.
It was weird. Yeah, it was bizarre.
Now they got your data, man. They can do whatever they want with your face, man.
They do, but here's what's fun is when I saw like the NDA also had a thing at the end that was like, because Japan is very strict about personal data and information, and there was a thing in the contract that I signed that was like, hey, if at any point you don't want us to use any of your data, just tell us and we won't.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Which I guess they legally have to have that in there, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, it was neat. It was weird. It was also 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours of sitting in hot cars with the air conditioning cranked, but also still very hot.
Is it like when it's just the accessory power in the car and it's not like full AC? It's not like the cooling AC. It's just like blowing the fan on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks.
Here's the funny thing though, is that these cars were parked outside the company's office, but they're right in front of a sidewalk, and it's late afternoon when school lets out. So it's a lot of kids walking by me as I'm wearing sunglasses and holding a cigarette up to my mouth without moving and just staring straight out of the front of this car and then slowly moving my head to the left as slow as possible and then slowly moving it back to the front and then tilting my head to the right as slow as I had a lot of kids looking at me like, the fuck is that dude doing?
Wait, back up a second. Is this outside or you're in a building?
Yes,
but
it's outside.
Like, oh, okay. I figured it was like in a test chamber or something.
No.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
It was bizarre, but it was fun.
Interesting. All right. Wow.
And then I treated myself to a hamburger.
Of course you did.
As you do.
Have it your way.
I did.
Yeah. Here's Star Ocean.
If you thought I said some weird stuff before, brace yourself.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah. If you thought I said some weird stuff before, brace yourself.
Yeah. I'm looking at like Japanese shots and like the characters are calling him Ray and not Raymond. I guess.
What's wrong with that?
No, I had a weird assumption that maybe they would all call him by his full name. Like
it's too
people
long.
did with me in grade school.
And I do now, Raymond.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
I've had it with you.
Oh, don't fire me.
Oh, you're on thin ice, buddy.
Or should I say, don't fire us? Sorry, I'm playing with this.
I'm seeing double here for Alex's.
Oh, no. That's expensive.
Yeah.
I'm from another world.
I was going to play this video as if they're drops.
One that's far, far away in the sky.
Wow.
Next line.
If I start missing you guys, I can come whenever I want.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, that's a good drop. I can come whenever I want.
If you call, I'll come running. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
Wow, that's an awkward line.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah.
Rip apart the Federation piece by piece till there's not a damn thing left!
So chill, man.
Yeah, well, you get upset.
Everything cool?
You get upset when you're named Raymond.
What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves?
Okay, well,
what about when I pee? Said something about the captain when I pee?
What kind of captain would I be?
Oh.
If I told my crew to start off in them. Okay, some of this needs context.
Yeah.
I was just asking if she's ready.
Well.
Whoa.
Because you can come anytime.
How am I supposed to save her without you, huh?
Oh, come on.
Ray, what are you talking about?
It's not me, man. It's the other guy. He's talking about this sexist save princess stuff, I guess.
Raymond Lawrence Fishburne.
You gotta trust me on this one, okay?
No.
All right, that's it.
How about this? Not gonna.
What happened with you again in Star Ocean 1? The skill system you said?
Yeah, it was. It became obvious it was the kind of thing that I really need to play with a guide open next to me.
Oh, yeah.
When
That's,
what I was looking for was a mindless JRPG I could play in bed before I go to sleep, and not a project.
The problem with that is when they are like remakes of old RPGs, they're not quite mindless. You do have to, in fact, know what you're doing, which is a shame.
I mean,
I mean, if it was, say, Final Fantasy X, you could probably get around okay.
I can do that one from memory, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
How about Saga Frontier?
How about it?
Can you do that
Big
from memory?
Fan.
I need
no.
some help. Oh, okay.
Where are you?
I'm playing Red scenario. I'm in the town.
Okay, just to be clear, Red is the guy with blue hair.
That's correct.
Awesome. Okay.
Just like in Pokemon, Red and Blue.
Yeah, and blue is the guy with blonde hair?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the town. Everybody's killing me in like one hit.
Have you... Okay. I try this. Insert diskette 1.
I'm playing it on my phone.
Oh.
There's no discs.
Oh.
Or diskettes.
Try another game.
All right.
Try this. Put in disc 1 of Final Fantasy 9 and see if that fixes it.
Well, no. Now I'm just playing Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, so it did fix it.
Ah, jeez.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I was talking to my buddy Sebastian about this at the bar last night, but I think, yeah, Seb, talking about how like my whole aesthetic is like, you know my aesthetic is low poly, higher qual,
being hairless,
and that as well. But I remember feeling insane when we saw the first images of FF7 and Ocarina of Time, and everyone's going nuts. And I remember feeling bad and wrong, because in my mind I was thinking, this is awful. This looks terrible. What are these nightmare people? What happened to the sprites that had, detail, and they had enough to suggest things about them. My mind could fill in the cracks about what this character was supposed to be. But then, instead of giving me a vague idea of a character that my brain can extrapolate on, you're fleshing out a monster person for me, and my brain doesn't like it.
Yeah, that really set you on a course, didn't it?
Well, yeah, briefly, but like
No,
like by the time we got to FF8 and 9, it was like, oh no, this looks better. This looks good enough that like I don't mind it. But like early 3D, and specifically FF7 and Ocarina, the two games that are held in highest regard by everyone on planet Earth, are the ones that boggle my mind the most, because even at the time, I thought they looked like hot ass garbage.
I guess it just speaks to the power of a good game. Oh, that's fun to play.
Sure. It does.
It can look like garbage sometimes.
Yes. Not the entire, like, FF7, I mean, battles looked better, but your dudes walking around, your out of battle models are, they've each got 3 polygons. They have eyes and no noses or mouths, and they have gross Popeye arms that have 3 different kinds of animations. What are you doing? What's this? Why?
I know what you're talking about. I bought the little gotcha figures of them.
Yes, I have one. I have Eris. She's great.
Yeah. I have everybody.
Anyway, FF7 out now.
I paid too much for the box.
Yeah.
FF7.
Ocarina will always be one that's just not for me. What's up?
Visually, you mean, or in every way?
Ocarina, both.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like visually, because everyone's got the same like closed triangular hands. Like even the most hilarious thing to me is when Link pulls out a bottle. Like even the bottle has a point on the bottom. How do you set that on a table? You don't, because it falls over immediately. And then gameplay wise, also, it's the auto jumping. It has always been awkward to me. Like, give me a jump button or don't have jumping.
Oh, come on, that's fine.
In the end, I think it played okay.
That
but
works for Zelda.
I guess
Zelda's okay to have that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, it's fun. I'm not actually angry at these things. They're video games.
No?
It's fine. No.
You're only angry when I say I like it.
Shut up. No, you can like whatever you want. I'm explaining why I felt bizarre as a child when magazines and other people are lauding these as the future of video games, and my brain was saying, this?
Yeah.
You know.
There were still some magazines who had their heads on their shoulders. I remember,
Really?
I think it was Game Players that was, or maybe PSM or something, that was properly hyped for like Symphony of the Night and stuff, and being like,
oh yeah,
this is great. You need to get this. And so, yeah.
Yeah, Game Players was my favorite up until the end. The bizarre ends.
It was PSM, I think, because they had a cover.
Okay.
They had a cover.
I remember Game Players was the only one I read religiously because it was the only magazine that had personality that gelled with my own.
Yes. Here we go.
What?
Brace for it. Another reference to Jeff Lundgren.
No. I was trying to track the demise of Game Players. Oh. Trying to track the demise of Game Players because it turned into Ultra Game Players.
Yeah.
And then it turned into Game Buyer.
Yeah.
And then there were like 2 or 3 issues of Game Buyer, and then my subscription abruptly ended. I no longer received magazines.
But it basically did then become PSM.
Oh, did it really?
It was a lot of the same people, yes.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Was PSM an official magazine?
No, PSM was the unofficial one.
Okay. I did not read PSM. I had a couple issues.
Oh, well then, that probably would have answered some of your questions about what happened to Game Players.
Well, that's the blind spot in my video game magazine memory, unfortunately.
I can't believe
I have a couple issues at the bar. What?
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know that. Just because I thought maybe you would have, tried an issue.
Well, no, because
Sorry, making it sound like potato chips or something.
The demise of Game Player / Ultra Game Player / Game Buyer also coincided with the advent of video game news on the internet. So I think I just switched over to that instead of going back to magazines.
Okay. Well, then.
And I still enjoyed magazines, and I would still pick up a magazine from time to time. Like, I'm at the airport, I'm at the drugstore for some reason. Hey, look at that. Mm-hmm. But I had no more subscriptions after that.
Well, thinking back to those old game websites, the original IGN, and like, remember PSX Power?
Yes.
Like IGN was still like, that was still the same umbrella as PSM / former Game Players. Like that was the Imagine Game Network, and Imagine was their publisher, the company. I'm just trying to find a way to explain your weirdness. No, it's just funny that it wouldn't have come up at some point on your internet travels. Like, oh, okay, these people are on this website, and it's the same people at PSM and the same people at Game Players.
Ray, I think the simple truth is I just stopped caring at a point. I'm sure I did come across those names, and my brain was like, oh, so that's what they're doing now. And that's all the thought I gave it. It's fine.
And yet all these TV commercials you remember.
They're still in there. I can't get them out.
No. They are stuck hard.
They're not leaving.
You're just going to have to...
They can kill you now.
You're just going to have to dynamite it.
I'm out. I'm all out.
All right. Should we retire the Alex Jones drops?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We are now entering the vortex.
All right, we're going to stuff him in the vortex.
Yeah, he's stuffing himself pretty well lately.
I forgot about that. All right, hang on. I'm going to delete these from my soundboard. How do you unload a sound? Unload sound and reset key. Bye, Jones. I do have a cocktail at the bar called Chocobo Jones. It's not named after him, but it is delicious if anyone wants to come down.
All right, what you got in that?
Chocobo Jones is peach schnapps, mango liqueur, orange juice, and pineapple juice.
All right, that's a lot of chocobo colored things.
So it is. It's like a golden ochre.
Yes.
Come on down, have a swig. I sold a lot of them a couple weeks ago because all the new Altia Central ALTs are in town for training, and like a dozen of them came to the bar every day for a week straight. It was great.
All right,
it was a lot of fun.
Golden Ochre is our new tier on patreon.com/NoMoreWhoppers. You can join at the $99 level. And
yes. Come on in. It comes with a free Chocobo Jones.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
Should we take another break, or you got?
Let's take that break.
All right. I think we have a voicemail.
Good.
We listen to that.
Let's.
After this.
Okay.
君はくだらないハリボテでできてるだから意味はないこれからもっと増えていくんだ僕の世界はねどうにかなるのだ僕が辛いな落ち込んで帰る
Hello, fans! As part of the HyperX Podcast Network, we're letting you know that this year is HyperX's 20th birthday. To celebrate, they're offering some great deals on their award-winning gaming gear. If you're in the market for a new headset, a new microphone, blue light blocking eyewear, or any number of other high-quality HyperX products, head on over to HyperX20.com to check out all the birthday deals. Once again, check out the HyperX 20th birthday sale over at HyperX.com.
Hey, Joe, Brandon, do you want to review everything?
No,
Yes.
no. Hang on. That sounds like a lot of work.
It's not.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's not. Podfred Review, the podcast where we review everything and anything and get lost along the way. Find this podcast and more on the HyperX Podcast Network.
明日の未来と意味のない相談を飛びたくなると言ってみたくなるんだ僕の世界はねどうにかなるのだ僕が辛いな落ち込んで帰る
Folks, we're back. No more Whoppers. That's what it is. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm okay.
Are you, though?
Hey, my internet connection's still holding.
Prove it. Oh.
I
guess I'm talking to you.
Hey, our internet was okay on our last stream just a few days ago.
That's
We were
right.
playing
We streamed
more Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles: the Cowabunga Collection.
That's right.
We had a great time.
Yeah, it went pretty well, I would say.
Those are fun games.
We can play basically nothing but beat 'em ups, and I'll tell you what, if you make beat 'em ups that can be played online, even better with rollback netcode, we're there. We're there with bells on.
I like a good beat them up. FF6 does have a 2-player mode.
Yeah.
You know, we could go in the options, set controller 2 to characters 3 and 4, right?
Yeah, but on what? Because we tried to do Fightcade to try and set up old video games.
It didn't work.
It was having trouble with, I think, our distance.
Shit. Our emotional distance or physical distance?
Both.
Oh, no.
As it turns out.
Aw.
Perhaps things have changed. I don't know. It gets updated every now and then.
Yeah, well.
But
all right, well then, never mind that.
So basically, our choices are either, you know, a brand new game that has its own netcode, or attempt something on the Nintendo Switch Online service, which, you know, does have rollback-ish netplay.
Lean back, it's called.
I think that is a thing.
Is it really?
I don't remember.
How about this?
Yeah.
I have a crazy idea. Why don't you play FF14 with me/us?
Not this again.
Yes, this again.
Not this again.
I just switched servers. Our pals, Basil. Is it Basil or Basil? Right in. And the Honorable Reverend Tobias are on. They have a free company on the Leviathan server. On the Primal data center, I was on the Ether data center on Sargatanas in a free company that was effectively dead. So decided to make the jump, and oh boy, is it fun playing with people again.
That's right.
Big recommend.
Okay. Well, it's not happening.
Fuck.
You know, school plus child.
Yeah,
equals a lot less time to play FF14 or any MMO.
Yes.
A thing I'm not really all that interested or going to be involved in.
Yeah, even I, like we decided we were going to move, and we talked to our guy, and he said the earliest we were going to get the keys was a month and 2 days from the day of that conversation. So I thought, perfect, I can sub back to FF14 for 1 month. So I did. We got the keys early, but the sub is up in 3 days. I am going to let it sit for a while, take care of the move, and then probably jump back in October.
All right.
By which point, I don't know, it may be too late to do the new Savage content, because it seems like everyone starts as soon as it's new, and then you got a month of it, and then everyone's done with it. So I don't know. I'd like to do it, eventually, but who cares?
Well, on that note, I was gonna launch off Ninja Turtles because we have a voicemail today.
We do!
From someone who watched our stream. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Do you want to play it or shall I?
I'm gonna play it. Right.
All right. First about a little bit of lead up because I got to do this.
Okay.
It's part of our thing.
Okay.
805 NMW Talk
That's right.
is the number to call. You can leave a voicemail. That's our voice line. You can do whatever the hell you want on the voice line.
Within 90 seconds.
Yeah, within 90 seconds.
89, really.
Fancy pants.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an 89 man?
Yeah, I am. Even though I was born in 83.
All right. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. Hang on. Cut this. I'm going to play it. If it's too soft, just put, grab it and put it in.
Hey, Ray and Alex. This is Paul in Japan. I just watched your TMNT stream, and I have a Turtles story that came to mind. When I was 7 or 8 years old, I was visiting my grandparents in California, and I went to an arcade in Dana Point and played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game for the very first time. And while I was playing, some other kid came up and started to play, and then I died and game overed, and I swore, even though I had no reason to really think so, that it was his fault, and I cried. So, anyways, that's my story. Bye.
Paul! Aw. Oh, geez. That's Paul. Paul is is a local benefactor. He's a staunch bar patron, lives here in beautiful Nagoya, Japan. I've not seen him in like a month. I think he's been doing some vacationing. He's a very busy boy.
Vacationing, but he's already in Japan.
He also wrote our phone fun theme, which I have misplaced, and I don't know where I put it.
Interesting.
I kept playing it from my Dropbox every time, and now it's not there, and I don't know where it is.
Oh, boy. Must have been memory hold.
Yes!
I don't know what that means.
The Memory Hole. Welcome to our new podcast, The Memory Hole.
No, that's taken.
Oh. All right. Memories of the TMNT arcade game. That's an unfortunate one. Paul's memory. My only memories of the game really are positive because I discovered it at the Bridgeville Chuck E. Cheese just outside Pittsburgh, PA.
All right, just off the belt line.
Just off the belt line. I forget whose birthday party it was, but every birthday party that was held there after the discovery of that machine, it was all we did.
Yeah,
I would we'd just grab a bunch of tokens and then hang out in front of the Ninja Turtles machine the entire time.
Yeah, I gotta say that game. Especially, pretty much the first 4-player game that our generation probably seen. I mean, there was Gauntlet and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But games like that, those fat 4 to 6-player arcade games, pretty much a nice vector for like childhood socializing and like sort of being thrust in the fire of that. Like, giving you new experiences, much like Paul had here, just some kids coming up and starting playing, and then you're like, well, how do I deal with this? Those kind of things. If you're not already with a good group of your own friends, right? Like,
yeah.
You have to figure out who's going to get the pizza. Is some stranger going to try and come up and, strange kid going to try and come up and play with you and things like that.
There were always strange kids. Hey,
I'm really grasping at a point and I've already lost it. I apologize.
There are always strange kids, and if your group didn't have a strange kid, it was probably you. Or me. It was probably me.
I think I saw that game first at the Tilt at the mall, which was not a large space, and also just like another one of those things that was awkward for me because as a kid who loved video games, but kind of too small to really enjoy arcade games and get in on an arcade game, going there was mostly like me not playing anything because there were so many older kids playing other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And couldn't really exercise my social skills, even to the point of being like politely asking, hi, can I play?
Yeah.
Because, anybody who's even like 2 years older than you is just going to ignore you.
Oh, yeah.
So, arcades, I mean, a lot of people have great arcade memories. I don't really.
I see. Yeah.
It only had to be under certain controlled conditions, like you mentioned, birthday parties.
Yeah.
Where there's a bunch of kids already from your circle that or just, even a couple friends just going out for pizza and the machine is at the pizza place. Yeah, whatever. So That's usually where my arcade experiences came from. It's like in controlled environments, not so much me sauntering into the arcade, trying to get
See, I think
some playtime on something.
We had our mall, like the go-to mall for me was the South Hills Village Mall, which, because we moved to Pittsburgh in 1989. I seem to remember they had an actual arcade in that mall for like a year, and then it was gone. But like every time I went to the mall for the next few years, I'm like, is the arcade back? Maybe it's back. Did it come back?
Oh boy.
And it didn't. Just growing up, living in a town that was rapidly changing from the early 90s. It was just all through the 90s, basically, because we lived in Pittsburgh from 89 to 2001. So it was just a lot of rapid 90s change happening all the time. Hello?
Hey, remember when I said that Xfinity said the internet was fixed?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
What? Wait a minute.
I went down again. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
it's another podcast bungle.
I know what I was saying when you left. Should I just pick up exactly where I was? Because I was telling.
Please.
Okay. Like there was that Chuck E. Cheese in Bridgeville. I think it closed early-ish. It closed like mid-90s, I want to say. But like every time we passed it, like even when it was like, it's a Prudential insurance firm now. Like I'm still looking in the window, looking for that Ninja Turtle arcade machine. Like, is it still there? Is that still there? Like maybe they're playing it between conference calls. Like someone tooling around with a Donatello. I would like to go in there. I want to ask. Should I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
Same thing happened with there was this place on Route 19 called the Challenge Center. And it was basically half laser tag and half arcade. And
that guy Chunk was talking about it.
Chunk Dunkler?
Yeah.
Is he still here?
Oh, how's it going, gamers? I'm back. It's me, Chunk Dunkler. Have you guys ever been? Let me tell you, Alex is off. He's making coffee or some shit. Anyway.
He's always making the fucking coffee.
The Challenge Center was a place on Route 19 that was like half laser tag and half arcade games. And it was the only place, it was one of the two places in Pittsburgh that Alex knew where to find a Killer Instinct machine. It was the Challenge Center and Kennywood Amusement Park.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And even after the Challenge Center closed and became a gym, some kind of gym, Alex would continuously drive by and think about going inside just to inquire about the Killer Instinct machine.
Yeah, he could have bought it. Could have bought it off him.
All right, get the fuck out of here. All right. Hi.
Get back in there.
Yeah, what he said is not untrue. I wanted to know what happened to that Killer Instinct machine. Same thing with M-Tech. There was a game called M-Tech that was supposed to have a 32X release and never did.
You mean T-Mech?
T-Mech. Sorry, I'm thinking of FF6. Yeah, and I always used to confuse those two. Yeah, T-Mech.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those games where it was fun for me in the arcade because it was a novelty. I can't imagine it holds up in any way these days.
Perhaps it does.
Does it?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm not streaming it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're going to stream it.
I'm not going to stream it.
It's on 32X.
So are you.
Yeah.
Virtua Hamster.
That's mean.
Oh. I'm not saying I'm not saying you look like a hamster.
Oh.
Look,
right,
you want to come over and play Colibri?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. We got him. All right. That's
nailed it.
So yeah, in conclusion, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, an incredible arcade experience, as Paul can attest, even if another child made him cry, which I imagine certainly happened to all of us.
A round of applause for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Cool.
They did it.
They did it. They put turtle power in a game.
They put turtles in a computer.
Turtles? For breakfast? No.
Tonight I dine on. This morning I dine on.
Yeah. Turtles. It's a kind of cereal. Cereal's a soup. Shut up.
Turtles and whey.
Ew. No way. Can I get no way?
No way for me, please.
Somebody did give me a tin of turtle jelly from China, which I was too scared to open. And
How exotic.
I ended up throwing it out in a move a few years ago.
Yeah, that ain't good anymore.
Yeah, now I'm excited to throw out even more things during this move because I got a lot.
Boy.
I got a lot of shit sitting around.
Got anything I could use?
I got a PSX.
I could use that.
Which does work, by the way. We tested it.
I could use that.
It was donated as junk, and then I hooked it up, and it worked instantly.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'll take it off your hands.
All right, it's heavy, man. It's a big boy.
I'll pay whatever it needs to be paid.
Really?
What are we talking? Like $100 shipping?
Probably.
Plus the weekend.
Yes. Which I am using to my advantage.
Yeah, me too.
Because, obviously everything related to the bar occurs in yen, but all our podcast money, my Twitch money, even the money I make from voices.com, that's all USD, baby.
Baby, yeah. Yeah, right.
Very exciting times.
I was, people were like just buying, I guess, retro games, of course, and stuff on auction sites and shipping them to their house and stuff. And I was like, geez, well, I don't really need a lot of that stuff anymore. So what else could I possibly get to take advantage of this crazy, amazing deal? Japan's blowout sale.
Yeah.
I remembered I actually had some rare things sitting in my Amazon co.jp wish lists that I hadn't bought in like 20 years. And I went and checked again. And some of these rare things actually dropped in price anyway. So I ordered some of it. And I'm being coy for a reason. I think I'll release it on the internet later. But yeah, I got some things that I should have got a while ago and didn't. So there.
You give me something to go on.
Okay. It's made of plastic. Is that enough?
God
Do you
damn
want
it.
more? All right. No, actually, I did get some. Okay, no, there was another rare thing I got.
Donkey Kong Country, GoldenEye, Saber Wolf,
and the segment's over.
Oh, sorry. Killer Instinct. Okay.
Now no one will know.
Well, you're very cryptic. I don't know what you bought.
I'm just having fun on the internet.
All right, that's what we do.
While I'm still connected.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, stay connected. Keep pedaling.
Hey, let's talk about Japan, but specifically how people treat Japan in the news.
Yeah.
And how clickbait is fucking awful.
My favorite.
So we had another round of Japan is finally open.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not. It's still guided tour bullshit.
Yes.
And that's really the whole thing in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But except this time it just seemed to flare up a bit more because people seem to come at it with an even stronger energy in these headlines of, yes, Japan is finally, capital F, finally open. And oh boy, we are so excited to finally, capital F, finally come back. But indeed, what did they actually do? They just said that, like, you still have to be on guided tours with the tour agency that the government approves of or whatnot. But the actual relaxation was like, what? I forget now. God damn it.
I don't even know.
I had this ready.
I don't even know.
It was just like, oh, I guess the tour guide doesn't have to be with you all day.
Yeah. Like you can go to the toilet by yourself.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Something like that. It was another like just creaking open of the door.
Yeah.
By like a fifth of an inch.
Speaking of creaking open of the door, I was watching the Game Center CX last night on Twitch where he plays Castlevania X Rondo of Blood. And I know when you press start, it's supposed to be a creaky door. It just sounds like a big fart. In that, drop it in here. Drop it in here. There it is. Excellent.
There
Okay.
it is.
Thank you, Rick. All right. Anyway, I retweeted Chris Kohler's take on this because I feel like it's straight and to the point, and it's just no. Japan's not open until you can buy a fucking ticket and just go there.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. You have to sign up with a fucking tour group and be babysat, and that's not a vacation. That's a vacation for most Japanese people because they're into that and they're into package tours and guided tours, and a lot of Westerners are kind of not.
Yeah, it's really just it's to make the government feel better.
Yes.
And that is, that's the long and short of it, because they need tourism dollars. And hey, guess what? It turns out a lot of the tourism companies that are aligned with the government will help get that fed in there.
Well, here's to me the most infuriating thing is they're very slowly relaxing these rules, through to affect no actual change. When Japan has also quietly downgraded COVID to the flu. I don't know if you're up on this, but I think last month Japan downgraded COVID-19 to a Category 5 infectious disease, which is the same category as the seasonal flu.
Yeah.
I think that they saw Omicron exploding and somebody crunched some numbers and said, it's going to cost this much to implement more stimulus and more safeguards. And I think everyone just kind of looked at each other and nodded and went, we're good. I think we're done. We can downgrade it to Cat 5.
Yeah.
So that's where it is now. And boy, I sure don't remember them locking down the borders to keep out the gaijin during flu season. So what's going on? Is it a big deal for you or is it not? Because make up your fucking mind. Hi.
No, you're right. I have nothing to add, really. It's just more of this shit that I have been saying now for a few episodes, where it's just like they're just going to keep it going like this as much as they possibly can. And hey, guess what? Japan can keep a lot of things going for a pretty long time.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of different little quirks and nuances of the culture that are still around.
God bless the one guy in Japanese politics who is actively trying to phase out the Honko and the fax machine.
Yeah, that's true. That's another story that went around. Yeah.
I forget his name, but I want to look that up because, I'm glad somebody's actually like, oh, hey, guy, this is real silly, isn't it? We don't need to do this, do we?
Yeah, that guy. That guy's good. I'd vote for him.
Yeah,
assuming he has no other bad things around him.
Right.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Or if I had the power to vote in Japan. Can you vote for me?
No.
Oh,
I can't even vote for me.
All right.
I think I would have to naturalize, and I ain't doing that. Although wait, I think wait, are permanent residents allowed limited voting rights? I don't remember how it works.
Who are you asking?
You. You're the nerd. I don't know.
You're the Japanophile who lives in America.
Yeah, you weeb.
Not me.
Meanwhile, been in Japan for 16 years.
You even know about more anime than me.
I didn't. There's no way I do. There's no way in hell.
Yes, because you've watched Evangelion and I have not.
That's one show.
So by default,
that's one show. And also, I kind of treat Evangelion the way I treat Star Wars, which is, I really like the initial run. That's all I really want or need.
Yes.
Like as far as I'm concerned, Star Wars had 3 really good movies, and Evangelion had 20. Well, a lot of great TV episodes, except maybe for the last 2. But Alex, those get fixed in the movies. Your face gets fixed when it shuts the fuck up. I'm not watching them. I mean, I did watch half of them. No, I watched 3 of them. I watched 3 of the 4 new movies, and I didn't like the 3rd one, so I'm like, I'm out.
Alex, you're saying that to Hideaki Anno.
Fuck off, Anno!
But the movies. Well, my kids thought that was Hideaki Anno as George Lucas.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. I may have gone too far in a few places.
I think we got a new character on the show.
Oh no! Is it Japanese Lucas?
Hideaki Lucas?
Hideaki Lucas? George Anno?
Well, you see, the thing with Shinji is... Okay, I'm self-satisfied.
Most of the budget did go to Gendo Ikari's sunglasses.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Thanks, everybody. Wait, I had one more thing I was going to say about this topic, and I forgot what it was because we got sidetracked doing stupid shit because that's how we do.
Feels bad, man. That's what I have to say.
It was about the COVID situation. Oh, yeah, my wife and I got COVID. Yay!
Oh.
Mine...
Wait, what?
Well, mine was unconfirmed, but she took a test and she got it, and we're pretty sure she just got it from me. Because I didn't think I had it. because I took one day off work because I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't think it was COVID. I just thought it was like, oh, I'm not feeling well, which happens from time to time.
Yeah.
And I had like the first night, that one night I had chills and I thought I was feeling hot. So I took my temperature, but my temperature was normal. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then after that, I was just a little sniffly and a little coughy. And then it was nothing. It was gone. And then my wife started getting those symptoms as well, and we were both like, oh boyo. So then she took the test,
SpaghettiOs,
and she was positive for it. We're both well over it now, like it's long gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, just we think she had it a little bit worse because I had 3 shots and she only had 2.
Yeah.
So I was over the worst of it in less than a day, to the point where I didn't think I had it. But yeah, I probably did. And you know what? I think I know where I got it. And I think I bonehead. There was a guy who's been coming to the bar for 2 or 3 years. I get a bunch of like engineers and such. And there was one guy who used to come with his kids, and he's leaving. He's going back to America, and it was his last night at the bar. So as he's leaving, as I'm thinking back, like, where could I have picked up COVID? My brain does like a black and white slow motion flashback to me shaking this guy's hand as he leaves the bar for the last time. And then in my mind, my mind then extrapolates that to me, like shaking hands and being like,
well, it is airborne.
Shaking hands with him and then being like,
good luck. See ya later.
And then absentmindedly just putting all of my fingers in my mouth is what my brain says I did, when maybe not.
It's probably just being in his presence because you were, it's airborne.
First of all,
so.
I don't know for a fact it was him. I'm just, he's the last person I remember like touching, at the bar.
Hey, it's okay. You don't have to. We're not blaming anybody. It's contact tracing. That's why they call it that.
I mean, yeah.
We got to trace these contacts.
Anyway, I'm alive. She's alive. We're all good. We're moving.
Hey, can I do something very cliche, which is to play my phone on the microphone?
Yeah,
So I want to go back to the guided tour thing. I saw a video, a short clip, from somebody who was going on about this tour stuff.
Go for it.
Make sure I get the volume correct and everything.
Its borders in 3 days, but I don't want you here. Although Japan's prime minister said borders are opening, you do need to come on a self-guided tour. What exactly are self-guided tours? They're basically package tours strictly arranged by Japanese travel agencies, meaning very little flexibility. You'll have to go through a lot of paperwork so that they can manage your entire trip schedule and itinerary. On top of that, you'll need to pay extra for their service, which you don't really want in the first place. This is so the government can control and monitor what you do and where you are. That's exactly why I don't think it's worth it, and I'd want you to experience the real Japan, such as going to various places, interacting.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, she is completely right.
Yeah. And that is the thing that really everybody needs to remember when this crap comes up again, which it will.
I think it's in a couple of months, the government is going to realize, oh, they don't like this either. I guess they just want to come and hang out. And
you really think it's going to be a couple months? But think about everything that's riding on it for them to keep it going.
I'll say 4
as much as possible.
I'll say 4 to 6 months.
All right. Well, you also thought the Dragon Quest 3 remake was coming out this month.
Yeah, I was wrong. I don't know why. It's because I had it in my head that they said summer. I don't know where I got summer from.
Are you sure you weren't thinking of DQ10 Offline?
I think I was thinking of Live Alive, which did come out this summer and was great.
Yeah. It's Live Alive.
Shut up! Live Alive, Live Alive, Live a Live. Live a Live.
DQ10 should be out by the time this episode's out.
DQ10 Offline?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that coming out in English?
We don't know yet.
Oh.
However, I was looking at stuff, and it has a Fukatsu no Jumon where you can pick up where you left off online.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting.
I guess it transfers all your plot flags, I guess.
Yeah, that too. I forget exactly all the details, but I do think some of your character details are included in that. Who knows exactly how it will work in practice? Yes. So, I mean, that's cool. That's neat of them to do.
It is.
I guess also there's like a deluxe edition of the game, which seems to include like a season pass for the expansion. Like they're going to do an offline version of some expansion. I don't know. I'm trying to, because I was looking at the box art and it's like two different like protagonists on the deluxe edition. I'm like, is this just, they're already doing an expansion for it? Or?
Well, I mean, the base game already kind of has two protagonists because you start out as a human, but then you become one of the 5 races.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
The problem is I need you to look at it as well, but you didn't do that. So
it's because believe it or not, I'm DQ 10'd out.
Give me a fucking break.
I cannot give you this break.
You fucking liar.
I refuse. Hey,
they're also making the new version of a ballet called Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
They're doing a new run of a Dragon Quest ballet.
Yeah, it's called Slime Lake.
No, I think it's just called Dragon Quest Ballet. I don't know the subtitle. Is there anything?
Where is it? Let me see.
Let me show you the news post.
Show me it. Paste it into the Discordant. Balooba-da-ba-dee-bo. Dragon Quest Island Special Talk Show. That's not the name of the ballet. I wish it was.
Oh.
Dragon Quest Island Daimao Zoma to Hajimari no Shima.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay. Dragon Quest. Wait, no.
Are they having the ballet?
Oh no, sorry, that's where it is. It takes place on.
Yeah.
It takes place on Dragon Quest Island. I'm just skimming this article.
Yeah, right.
Where's the name of the ballet? It's just called Ballet Dragon Quest, is what I'm saying.
Yep, it is.
Oh, cool. Well, glad I clicked.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fun.
Turns out. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Ballet Dragon Quest Special Digest Ban. Ongaku.
So they're advertising a YouTube stream.
Oh,
that's gonna talk about it.
Okay. Hey, music's by Koichi Sugiyama. Think he's going to be there?
I think so, yeah.
All
right,
right,
a good
cool.
chance.
Nice. Awesome.
It's a good opportunity to bring him out.
Yeah.
Wearing sunglasses and a track jacket.
He's thank God, like our queen, he's still kicking.
And joined by Jonathan Silverman for some reason.
And Jonathan Katz for some reason.
Now, I'm making a reference to Weekend at Bernie's.
Sorry. I've never seen Weekend at Bernie's.
You know what Bernie looks like?
Bernie's no Shumatsu? Yes, I do.
Okay. But yeah, Dragon Quest X offline, a perfect opportunity to translate that, but no one has said anything.
My brother is such a big fan of Eggs Benedict. He once talked about opening a restaurant called Weekend at Bernays. I gotta go. Hello? I'm gonna choose to assume the internet cut out again. Oh no, Comcast shakes fists.
No, that time was a bit.
Fuck.
It's a bit.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm just icing you.
I know.
Gokutai Kudasai.
All right. What were you saying?
Just plain icing you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You deserve to be iced.
Hey.
Dragon Quest.
Look whose name's on the fucking wall. I write my name all over the walls. It's going to be hell when we move out.
No work and no play makes Alex.
There we go. Something.
Yeah. No MMO makes Alex a normal person for half a week.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well, that's the show.
That's the show.
Okay?
Welcome to, not welcome, what's the opposite? Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
To No More Whoppers.
Get out.
Episode 226. You
want to keep going?
I'd like to. It's pretty fun. I like hanging out with you. I like providing content for the listeners. Premium tent.
Yeah, I understand. I meant keep going with the outroll.
Oh yeah, right. Because you know what? You're a busy dad. I'll take it up this month.
You opened the show. You might as well close it.
I did, right? I brought you into this world. I can take you out of it.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Alex is a bad dad.
I'm no father. You can catch us on internet. Follow the show on Twitter, first of all, at No More Whoppers. Check out our Tumblr, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com.
No, just nomorewhoppers.com. It goes right there.
Or just nomorewhoppers.com. Save yourself some time and keystrokes. Save the wear and tear on your keyboard. Yeah. It's just a redirect. We all do them. Follow me on Twitter. That's at Patui, at P-I...
You're skipping a lot.
I don't do this. I'm not used to this. What am I supposed to say? Give us a call?
Okay, hold on. I'll give you another.
Give me the cheat sheet.
Screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the cheat sheet.
Give me the cheat sheet here.
This is what I should have done this 10 years ago.
Yes. Wow, this is what you use. This is great.
Yeah.
All right, folks, go to our
I'm organized.
Go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/nomorewhoppers. You can throw us a couple bucks, be a gold subscriber, or join the vaunted ranks of the golder subscriber, where you will have access to our bonus show, Gold in 16 Seconds. A new episode supposed to drop today if I finish editing it in time. Spoilers, I won't. It'll be out tomorrow. You'll have fun. Or it will already be out. Don't forget to hang out on our Discord. You can find the link somewhere.
It's on nomorewhoppers.com.
It's on nomorewhoppers.com. Send us some over, nerds. Call us at 805 NMW Talk. Brief and funny. Yes, both is possible. Keep it to under 90 seconds. That would be outstanding, like our pal Paul, our Paul pal. Merchandise, you want it, and we have it. Shop.spreadshirt.com/nomorewhoppers. We've got t-shirts to clothe your flesh form. We would like to get more of them. I've been saying that for a decade.
Yep.
Facebook is a website. Twitter.com/nomorewhoppers. Alex and Ray are also on Twitter. I'm at Patui, Pitohui. Ray is at
RDBAAA.
Follow him for updates on himself.
Yep.
Also
And my
follow the bar at Critical Hit Nag, the Overheard account at OOCCHQ. Go to pitui.org to find links to all my stuff. And don't forget to buy Blast Rush. Do I do this or do you do this?
You don't have to do that.
Okay, go.
That's for our own stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say, also follow my company, Bipedal Dog, on Twitter. And buy my game Blast Rush.
Yes!
And another game, if you have a play date, you can buy MASH Gadget.
Yeah!
That's on itch.io.
That's what Dr. Claw wanted to do to Inspector Gadget.
Correct.
Yeah. I'll get you. He'll get him next time, Gadget.
He will get him next time, just like we're going to get you.
Yes.
Next
That's
time.
it for No More Whoppers 226. Raymond, as always, thank you for being a good sport.
I try.
Everyone else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We're getting on the Ferris wheel. We're riding it up to the top, and we're not getting off. What are they going to do? They're going to come up and arrest us? I'd like to see you try, pigs!
I can come whenever I want.